Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make this card using the tulips, Tulip Dies from the mini January to June catalogue. They're really easy to use and to build up the 3D tulips. I think if you can see there, they're all they sort of stand out quite a bit. Okay, so I have got some of the dies cut already, but there's a bit of a technique I'm going to show you with to actually make the paper for the tulips, because it's not just one of our usual colours. Okay, so I'm going to just put that to one side for a moment, and I'm going to start really by doing all of the stamping so that we can get that out the way and we don't get messy. Okay, so first of all I'm going to stamp using Poppy Parade, which is a really nice colourful red, cherry red this is. Just going to stamp the happy birthday greeting. Put that up there out the way on my scrub cleaner. Okay, now I'm going to use these two tulips. This is the one that you do in the darker colour, and then I'm going to stamp off to do that one just to give it a bit of texture. So, and this is on the layer that's going to go inside the card, and it's just going to add a nice pretty bit inside the card. So I've stamped off. Now I'm just looking for this, show you one here, this bit where there's the two lines, just to line it up. Okay, so there you go. So you can see there, there's by stamping off once, it's a lighter shade of the same colour. Okay, so that's the middle bit stamped. And then for the tulips, I've just taken some white cardstock and one of these blending brushes and the ink pad, and I've dabbed the ink pad, and then in order to not get quite like a line or a really dark bit in one place where you're putting it down, if you start the blending brush off of the paper that you're doing, and then you just rub over it, and you can do it as light or as dark as you want. And then I've turned it over and done the same on the other side. Okay, so that's just a quick demonstration of how I've managed to do the different shades. Put those out the way. Just bring my inside layer back in, and stamp the little bits that go in the middle of a flower. Okay, so that's all the stamping done, and I'm now just going to bring in my mini cut and emboss so that I can just finish cutting out the tulip that I've got left to cut out. Okay, these are fantastic little machines, and they're currently they're still on offer, 20% off at the moment. So as you can see there, okay, so it's all different shades, so that's my last one of those. So yeah, so until the end of March and end of tomorrow, they're 20% off, and really small and compact, and they will take lots of our dies and also quite a lot of the embossing folders, the small embossing folders. So put that out the way and put my die safe. Okay, so as you can see, I've already built one of my tulips. Okay, so that's one of them, and then you've got, so that is this piece, which you just fold. There's little like score lines that have been embossed onto the paper, and you just fold those over in order to build your tulip. So I'm just putting a glue dot on there, then another glue dot there. Oh, let's bring the arms back in, and then you're literally just folding it up, and then you can just wiggle it a bit. So I'm going to stick a glue dot on this bit here, and okay, just like that. Okay, so that's two of our tulips, and then again we've got it's like heart shape and this oval piece. So I find glue dots are probably easier to use for doing this, because where I've obviously used ink on the paper, the wet glue will sort of make it run because they're water based. Okay, so again, this one here, it's got, I don't know whether you can see it, a little line just there where you fold it, and then you're sticking this centre piece in, so it folds up like that. So again, I need just one more glue dot. Oh, where have they all gone? There, just on the edge. Okay. Okay, so that's our 3 tulips. And that's our inner layer and that. Okay, now the happy birthday sentiment is actually from the Pansy Patch stamp set, and that's because I wanted something small enough to fit into the double oval punch. I love this punch, it's really good for fronts of cards. So I'm just going to stamp out that bit, and then the frillier edged bit in red, Poppy Parade again. Okay, so pop that out the way, and then I'm just going to glue that bit onto there. bit of glue out the top. It was working fine just now, and now it's blocked up a bit. Always the way, isn't it, when you want things to work properly. I'll just get another lot of glue. Oh, plenty of them sat around. See if this one doesn't sound as though it's got much in, but go. Okay, so just going to do that so that it's roughly lined up. Okay, so that's the sentiment bit. Okay, now I've already cut some leaves and stems. And what I do with these leaves is I just, in order to give it a bit of a 3D, stand out a bit, is just take my thumb and curl them slightly. So you get, they stand up off of the card. Just gives it a bit of extra definition. Okay, now this is the layer that we're going to put the tulips on, and these are the scalloped contour dies. Again, I've used these loads. These are one of my favourite dies for layering, especially this size one is brilliant. And there's some nice flowers with the stamp set that cut out as well, and a wavy stitched edge. So they're really good, and as you can see, there's stitch detail. Okay, so I'm going to just pop my tulips down how I would like them to be. Okay, and then I'm going to just take one of the stems. See, this one's now gluing everywhere. Okay, so I've glued like half of the stem, and I'm just gonna stick it down from where I want that. And the reason I'm only gluing half of it is because I'm going to chop them off down here. I'm just going to put them together so they're a bit like a bunch of tulips, really, and get them to sit fairly straight. I can just put a bit more down there. Get that one to glue down. And then this third one, and I'm going to that about there. And with these, I'm just going to put a blob of glue on the back and stick them to there where I want them. And then this middle one, I'm just going to stick a dimensional on the back so that it sticks out, stands out a bit more. Okay, on top of those. Right, and then we'll just put the, actually I'll cut the ends off of the stems first. Just use these scissors, I can't find my other one, so I'm just going to literally cut them so they're near enough down to the bottom. And then can glue the leaves. Again, I'm just putting a bit of glue down near the bottom. Gluing those on, and then I think I'm going to stick a little one in the middle, because tulips always have lots of leaves, don't they? So just so we've got some nice leaves there. Okay, pop that out the way for a moment because I will be using it again in a minute. So the main background, the first layer, is this lovely tulip paper that's in the mini catalogue at the moment. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And there's the back of this one is a bit like a sky in our nice pool party. So I'm just going to put plenty of glue on. We'll make sure we stick it up the right way and then line it up and stick that down. Okay. Then I'm going to stick this one on in the middle. I'm only doing it by eye, so it doesn't have to be exactly the middle, but just so it looks as though it's lined up. Okay, then I think we'll stick this, if we've got any more glue. There it comes. Sometimes, because of the type of glue it is, sometimes it just blocks up on the end and you just have to take the end bit off. Okay, so just line that, put that in the middle. Okay, so the sentiment, I've got some of these really pretty brush brassed butterflies. You don't want to be saying that too often, or when you've had too many to drink. They're really cute, and they are metal, so they're really good, and I think they just add a really nice bit of sparkle. So I'm just going to stick one on the sentiment first of all. And I'm going to find my dimensionals again, so I can stick a couple of dimensionals on. Just to then go on there. And then just as a little finishing touch, I'm going to put a couple of the big butterflies. They're adhesive back, so you can stick them anywhere. And this is my take your pick tool. You've got some putty in here, and it just picks things up really easily, little sequins and dimensions, you know, any of your sort of little gems and that. Okay, so that's how to make this tulip card. It's quite straightforward, but really pretty, and yeah, anyone could do it. Okay, hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks, bye.